Okay. All right, so we'll need to do the snitch situation. Snitch remote. Hello, Frifu. Hello, welcome to the stream. So, here's the plan for today, by the way. Hello, Mustafa. Hello. Was missing the stream anyway. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we're gonna do like a introvert party after the stream, but I just felt like streaming today. I'm really sorry. Hello, Lindro Braga. Hello everyone who joined. So we're gonna do a code review as usual, right? I have a couple of pull requests, like a couple, 5 of them, and then we can take a look at this second problem of Advent of Code. And I haven't developed my chatbot for quite some time. There's already like a bunch of feature requests that accumulated over time that would have been nice to resolve, and also bug fixes. And since I don't have a bot development anymore, I just don't have a slot allocated for fixing all that. OCamelBot, I wish. The problem is that we already have a bot in production that we depend on, and the bug fixes are required for that bot, so we'll have to fix it for that. What's up, Kolometka? Hello, welcome to the stream. So yeah, I hope not like people are not that angry for me not doing introvert party right now. Maybe we're gonna do it later. I just feel like streaming. I'm really sorry. Okay, so we're gonna do a snitch situation, right? We're gonna do a snitch situation, and we have a remote. And I already have it fetched, which is super nice. Okay. God damn it. Thank you, Mr. Scalder too. Thank you. Hello, Sintas. Welcome to the stream. Welcome. Classical Russian emojis, am I right? By the way, do you guys do this kind of emojis in Bulgaria? Probably, I think it's a purely like a Russian and like Ukrainian Belarusian thingy. You guys don't? Okay, so it seems to be like a purely Russian speaking internet. Hello, John. Hello. Yeah, so it seems to be like purely Russian speaking meme. And nobody can explain why, and a lot of Russians within Russia think that everybody's doing that. So it's super weird, I don't know why. First step, hello, welcome to the stream. So so this thing, as far as I know, introduces like customizable remotes to the project. So you can integrate remote flag and update snitch YAML to allow for dynamic specification of which repo snitch acts upon. So that's actually pretty useful. It feels like 2 issues together, but I think it's all right. So the amount of changes is not that big, so I think that's okay. So we have snitch YAML. So now we have that. Oh yeah, so you basically can specify remote. That's what it's all about. And the default one is going to be origin. Makes sense. And now we have origin. I wonder if you can have some sort of like injection attacks here. If you think about it, yeah, that's kind of interesting. So essentially you can commit a .snitch.yaml that injects command line arguments into Git here and actually may sort of leak your credential. Can it leak even? I'm not even sure about that. I think we're right, parentheses, because it was difficult to type. Yeah, it's one of the hypotheses, by the way, we discussed it. But I don't know how true it is, because, yeah, it's kind of difficult to tell. Hello, HamsaCoder69, welcome to the stream. Alright, I would like to test this thing somehow. That would be absolutely great. So, and I think I already fetched everything. So fix go fmt remarks. Did they push anything to this repo recently? That's a good question. I don't think so. It's November 21st. 2 months. Okay, I think I don't have their repo fetched, so let me fetch the changes. It's really weird. It's really, really weird. Okay. Origin master. And can I remove this thing? Yeah, okay, so for some reason I thought I already checked out that branch. Ivan, oh, hello, welcome to the stream. So, yeah. So, and I'm pretty sure I already have their remote, right? And they have... No, they use master here, so that means I'll have to fetch everything from their remote. Yeah, so we're gonna first do code review, then we're gonna take a look at the advent of code problem, the one that I didn't solve yet, and then there's something strange going on here. Their master is in sync. Okay, let me take a look at their master. No. Okay. Okay, this is their master. 146. This is really strange. Like, I'm really confused what's going on. Doesn't allow to override auto-detected repo. This is issue 146 is not about that. Or is it? The text by original, but sometimes I want to redirect issue report into a different repo. We need to introduce a special flag. It's not about snitch, so here's the thing. This is a good feature, by the way, don't get me wrong, but I don't think it's related to this one, to 146, because what I meant here is like an actual URL. This is definitely not... Oh my god, that requires like a lot of explanation. I meant not remote, but like the actual repo. Do we have any representation for the repo? It's really hard to explain. I just realizing how much of a misunderstanding there's going on here. Like the repo to which we're reporting issues, not the repo to which we are pushing changes. That's a big difference. And this is exactly what I meant here. I even said that here. Yeah. So because repo we are reporting issue to has nothing to do with the Git itself, right? It just has something to do with the platform. Like on GitHub, you report issues through a GitHub API. On GitLab, you report issues through GitLab API, and so on and so forth. So yeah, it's like this doesn't solve this issue at all. So that's quite important to keep in mind. I'm gonna, actually keep that in mind when I'm gonna reviewing that. But overall, this is a useful feature, yes, but it has nothing to do with this issue. So that's kind of that's why I was confused for so long, because I don't like what. And also I reported that like more than a year ago. So yeah, I already forgot, like half forgot what I was doing there. So I can't fucking do it. Alright, so let's actually try to build this entire thing, I suppose. And there's also something really wrong here. There's so many changes here, but when I'm looking at them, there's not that many of them here. What is going on? Why is this such a mess? Oh yeah, okay, so I see now. This is because the master was merged back into a branch, and then to resolve the merge comment. Okay, so it took me way too much time to figure out what the fuck is going on. The lighting makes it look like an old recording. I think there's something wrong with the camera. Um, more space on table. What do you mean? Which table? What do you mean? I'm not sure if you can even see anything on the table, but yeah. By the way, hello Benny Darshan, welcome to the stream. Oh, okay, so that's really strange. That's really strange. I thought that you removed the light. No, I actually moved it around, so it actually shining above me, rather than from the side, and I think it looks just better. Hopefully, I don't know. So at least I like it better now than it was used to be. I don't know. Okay, it looks like you dyed your hair. Yeah, but I didn't. It looks more cozy. Yeah, I do agree with that, but I think it's just camera from time to time tries just make it like warm for some reason. What's up, Homiko Obediator? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, it's something with the white balance, but OBS doesn't allow me to control it. I'm trying to control it through OBS, it just doesn't work. It's definitely something wrong with the white balance, but I couldn't be bothered to fix that. Is Russian language forbidden here? Well, I mean, it's not really encouraged, I would say, because majority of people who watch me right now, they speak English, they don't speak Russian, and if I'm gonna do Duolingo stream, it's gonna be more work for me to translate your questions and answer them and so on and so forth. So yeah, I would really appreciate if everyone would speak English. It's just easier for me to run the stream. So it's not like I hate Russian, like actually like Russian, it just makes the stream more difficult, considering the target audience.
Last month of teens Pepehindes.
Pepehind. Thank you so much, Destroy Computers, for 19 months of tier 1 subscription. Thank you. And welcome to our Teens Club, I suppose. Yeah, thank you so much. By the way, how was your job? Do you enjoy your Rust programming job thingy? So, I mean, like an actual job in Rust is insane. So that's actually super cool that you managed to land it. All right. So yeah, let's actually try to build all of that stuff. I don't remember how to build it. So for example, I right now programming in Go, which is not as cool as programming in Rust. I've been mostly reading Ruby so far. Oh my god, this is such a fucking classic. Oh my god. Yes. My hypothesis of, like, you know, big companies using all of these like overhyped technologies as a bait for enthusiastic people actually true. I was once baited into a company because I was promised that I'm gonna program in Scala and Clojure. Never fucking written a single line in that language. I was programming in Java. So fucking classic, god damn it, debated yet again. So yeah, I completely understand you. So yeah, and because of that, I do not believe in a job in Rust, Haskell, you know, any of this magical technology that nobody actually uses. So yeah, Javated. Yeah, probably. But maybe some companies actually unironically like use Rust. Well, people say Apple, Microsoft, and Facebook are really looking into that thing, but I don't know. I don't know, man, I don't know. But yeah. So this entire thing actually builds, and we need to test it. So let's actually go to Snitch Lab. Mozilla maybe. Well, I mean, Mozilla tried to use Rust unironically once, and look what happened. My first paid internship was writing Scala. To be fair, I actually wrote like purely Scala projects commercially, but that was after that job into which I got debated. So, but there's a big Rust code base, so soon I'll be doing that. That's actually pretty cool. By the way, have you tried to build that code base? I'm just curious for how long it builds. Like, because I've never worked with big Rust projects, and I'm just curious about compilation times. I'm building a trombone synthesizer in Rust. Nice. have a Haskell job, and we also use Rust and Elm. Today I have to write some Python though. Python is not that bad, it's just a good scripting language. It's a startup, so they're all about hipster tech. Ah, that explains it. That explains it. But Ruby is not a hipster tech anymore, I think. It's used to be. Oh, goddamn. Anonymous tutor is... That's really strange. An anonymous user is gifted 5 tier 1 subs. Thank you, anonymous user, for gifting tier 1 subs. And Cerimoon, Sintaz, Ivanhoe, Fredzeg, and Thaibd, welcome to our epic Rust Club. Startup Club. Alright. Don't ask, it's long. I can imagine that. I can imagine that. Yeah, classic. What's up, Cerimoon? Welcome to the stream. So I think I need to add another remote to test things out. But what kind of remote can I add there? Do I have... do I have an access to GitLab? Let's see. I don't think so. But maybe... Well, I know for sure that I have an access to SRHT. So maybe... maybe I can grab something from there. Maybe I can grab something from there. If I, like, for example, create a clone of Snitch Lab. Yes, that sounds like a pretty good idea. So I already logged in there. So the thing is, I should be able to just create a repo. So I think you can create a repo. By the way, have you guys heard about Source Hot? That's actually a pretty cool website, not gonna lie. So we're gonna have a Snitch Lab, and do you use Haskell in your projects or anywhere else? Yes, I do use Haskell. For example, I have 2 bots that is running in the chat right now, and both of them are written in Haskell. I wouldn't say that Haskell is a perfect language for writing bots, but it is what it is. So yeah. I've written a lot of Haskell, to the point that I'm kind of tired of programming in Haskell, and I rather want to program in C than in Haskell. It's so weird, but yes. Okay, how do I access all of this shit? I think I have to do it like that. It has to be like Git. It's perfect language for writing bot from 99th attempt. Yes. Wait a second, I'm confused. So this is a project, but I want you to create a Git repo. God damn it. Alright, so I'm confused. You look like 15 years younger. That's all it takes. That's all it takes. I just stopped programming in Haskell. That's a super easy secret for you. If you want to look younger, you just stop programming in Haskell, and that's it. Your hair grows back. You look more happy. So yeah. That's the fucking secret, man. It's super easy. All right. Snitch Lab, and I'm gonna put it like that. I think the problem was that my lighting was shit, so I actually improved my lighting a little bit. Maybe now it just looks better. Okay, so stop programming at all. You're a baby again. Yes, Bebe. So Snitch Lab. How do I add remote? I need to add remote source hot. Raymond Master, hello, welcome to the streamers. And now I have 2 remotes. This is not how we check remotes, by the way. Okay. So, and now I need to be able to redirect this stuff. Oh shit, I think I'm an idiot. get a repo. Ah. This is so confusing. This is not going really well. We extracting the URL from the repo, but how do we even detect the platform as well? How do we detect the platform as well? Oh, okay. So get remote, get repo. I'm confused as fuck. What exactly we're detecting here? Like, I can not comprehend. Are we detecting repo, remote, something? Oh my god, I don't like this. I really don't like this. So, okay, directory remote. Alright. So, we take the configuration, section remote. The Git repo doesn't have any origin remote. By the way, we probably need to properly report that here. Okay, so then we extract host regex. So, alright, so the limitation here is that it detects. So to override the URL, you have to add a remote there. That's the limitation. Right. Is that the limitation? I think that's the limitation. Okay. So in that case, having source hat is not going to work. Having source hat is not going to work, and what we need to use, we'll need to use GitLab. So, but I don't remember if what? If I have snitch lab, if I have my key edit there, I don't remember that. So, okay, can I sign in now using GitHub? Checking your browser access. Oh shit. Alright. So I'm gonna log in using GitHub. Alright, so here's a snitch. Yeah. I think it's the same thing here. There we go. So here's a snitch lab, but on GitLab, and we do support GitLab. So what's that? To-do list. I got something on GitLab. Address you on implementing help command. Oh, it was a month ago. Okay, so apparently I have some notifications on GitLab and I never address them. Okay, because I'm not really actively using GitLab. But yeah, so sometimes I do. And when I do... Alright, so where can I get the remote? Does anybody know? So I can do clone. So this is SSH. And now I should be able to do git remote add GitLab. Right, and I'm gonna put this thing here, and I'm gonna do push origin GitLab just to see. Doesn't match any. Okay. Do I need to fetch git fetch prune GitLab? I think I need to first fetch the latest stuff to be able to push it there. I think. And now, oh yeah, GitLab master. SRC ref GitLab doesn't. So do they have like different histories? I feel like they have different histories, unfortunately. No, they really don't. Git push origin master. Git push GitLab master. And now it's capable. Okay, maybe I was. All right, so it's need to be actually force pushed. Is that how it was pushed? You're not allowed to force push code to a protected branch on this project. God fucking damn it. Really? Why? I cannot even force push in my testing repos. This is insane. Look, I don't see any problem here. Oh, I see. I think I see some problems here. Here's my boomer. We already discussed that in the chat. So I stopped programming in Haskell and I started to look 15 years younger. But the truth is, I just moved my lighting. So that's the reason. My lighting was just shit. So yeah, I think. But the hair looks different because of the lighting as well. Because of the lighting as well. Hair, makeup. I don't have any makeup. What the fuck? No. It's not that there's something wrong with the makeup. It's just it's too much effort for me. Like, yeah. Professional streamer now. Yeah, probably. Don't have. Seriously, I'm too lazy for makeup. That just. But a lot of actually, by the way, professional streamers wear makeup, especially with extensive lighting, just to like just a skin tone thingy. But it's just too much effort for that. I remember like Life Overflow even did like a tutorial on how to apply a makeup for like recording a video or streaming. That was actually quite fascinating. But it's just too much effort for me. But and I also like looked up a couple of tutorials on YouTube for like applying makeup specifically for recording videos, and it does improve the results, but it's just too much effort. Oh my god. How to apply makeup not to get hacked? Yes. Do you have a piano keyboard? No, I don't anymore, unfortunately. I'm moving around too much to actually have any piano or keyboard at all. I'm just trying to minimize the amount of stuff I have to carry around. So, and I actually plan to, you know, move a lot in the future, especially after the corona stuff is over. Why do you move though? Because I don't have any apartment. I don't own any housing. 30 years old, by the way. Completely wasted my life. Imagine buying a new lighting or moving it instead of just cranking the brightness on your series. Yeah. Running from KGB. Yes, that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm just running from KGB. Okay, so is it possible to allow to force push into the master? So maybe we're gonna go into the settings. RGB agents. Yeah. Protected. So there's a repository. Why are you live? You said it's your day off. I don't know. Okay, so we have protected branches. Protect branch. But I don't have a single branch. Okay, here it is. Unprotect. Should I unprotect it? Should I just unprotect it? Alright. The branch will be writable for developers. Are you sure? Yes, I am sure. Thank you very much. Okay, now I should be able to just force push that big. Okay, so it actually worked. I'm really happy that it worked. So let's go. Let's go. So, and I have a bunch of different remotes, right? And essentially, if I add a couple of to-dos here, so does anyone have any issues to solve? We can put them as to-dos. Does anyone have any suggestions? What do we need to fix? What do we need to fix? Okay, you're very creative today. Hello, Gnolex, welcome to the stream. Okay, let's just have full bar buzz or whatever. Full bar buzz, and we're gonna try to snitch them up. It's gonna be just a report. Okay, so the title is gonna be full. To laundry feed dog make dinner. I'm sorry, it's too late. I'm already reporting full bar buzz. Okay, and that should be automatically reported to GitHub. Right, so that's what it should be. Automatically reported to GitHub. And was it automatically reported to GitHub? I think so. So then I can just do mark as closed and everything should be okay. Now, so if we take a look at these things, yeah, there we go. We can try to purge everything. My friend had to move 3 times in 1 year. It was quite stressful. Do you find it stressful as well? I never moved 3 times per year. I usually move 1 time per 2 years, like roughly. But it is in fact stressful, and stressfulness is proportional to the amount of stuff you actually carry along. So yeah, that's why I'm trying to get rid of as much stuff as I can, so it's just less stressful to move. Hello, the Gorilla, welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So essentially right now, everything I have to move fits perfectly in 3 bags that I can just basically, you know, carry myself. What was the keyboard you played some cover on your second channel? Did you sell it? Launch key? Probably. Novation launch key, that one, the small one. There's also a bigger one, but I don't remember its name. The bigger one, I don't remember it. Yeah, I'm sorry, I don't remember. It was just a MIDI keyboard, by the way. It was not the piano or anything. It's literally just a big MIDI keyboard. It's incapable of synthesizing anything itself. So, all right. So yeah, all of these things are purged and everything's okay. So now I'm gonna push origin master, and on top of that I should be able to push GitLab master, so everything seems to be okay. So let's actually update the title. This looks bigger. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I forgot the name of it. That's the point. I already forgot the name of it. Okay. So, and I also pushed everything to the GitLab. Now, when I want to report something, so it's going to be a revert. So to do full bar buzz. Full bar buzz. And now, so let's do a report. But we're also going to do a remote. Hello, Danilu. Welcome to the stream. Did you just sell it or leave it there? I actually leave it at my previous apartment. So remote, and remote is going to be GitLab. Let's see what's going to happen. Okay, does not match any of the hosts, so it could not recognize. Do I even have GitLab set up anywhere? By the way, where is the documentation configuration for this niche? Oh shit, okay. I see. God damn it. So essentially, I don't have GitLab set up. But I think I can probably steal the GitLab setup from my other account. So this is exactly what I'm going to try to quickly do. So while you don't watch, don't look. So you shouldn't be able to see anything. GitLab developer. God damn it. Stop shaming my Pepegans. Stop Pepega shaming. Alright, so it's gonna be... hello Shigiman, welcome to the stream. So I do think I have credentials set up. Do you have a bomb in your backpack? No. I actually have nothing in my backpack right now. Why would you ask something like that? What the fuck is wrong with you? Look at that big hair, you should be into metal. A little bit, maybe. Maybe. Just a little. God damn it, I don't have a GitLab set up on my second account either. God damn it. Oh yeah, in Russian it's actually similar to Bulgarian, I suppose. Okay, so I suppose we'll have to do a similar thing and just generate that stuff. The backpack is there to debate us, just to create a mystery. Yes, exactly. That's how it works. It's not because I'm lazy and I just put my backpack there all the time. I'm almost native Bulgarian developer. Yeah. Okay, so that means I'll have to go to the settings and set everything up. God fucking damn it. Alright. I forgot how to do that. So, yet again, let me hide everything like this. Let me hide everything. API developers. Hello GP Lauren, welcome to the stream. Integrations. Okay, there's a page called integrations. Alright, so I'll have to Google it up because I have no idea. Okay. GitLab API token. I literally have no idea. Like, what the fuck? Personal access token. Like, it's just like the hierarchy doesn't make sense. I cannot find anything. User settings. Oh, it's user settings. Who would have thought? Okay, cool. Well, I mean, it's personal. There's no user settings there. This documentation is old. Could you just give me the link, the direct link? This is so bad. Fengchi, hello, hello. They just tell you how to go there, but they could have just give you a link. Personal tokens. Maybe maybe it's account. Oh, I see now. Jesus Christ, I was looking at the wrong settings. I'm sorry. I'm just Pepega. I already said that multiple times that I'm a Pepega. Access. Yeah, I found them. I fucking found them. Alash Remote. I hope I pronounced your nickname correctly. Thank you so much for Twitch Prime. Thank you, thank you, thank you, and welcome to our epic GitLab Club. Yeah, that's what we do. What's up, Feng Chi? Hello, hello. New lighting is paying off. God damn. Alright, so there's a bunch of stuff. Oh my god. Every time I remove the token, it refreshes the page and actually jumps at the top, which is super fucking annoying. Roman code. What the fuck is going on? Guys, another girl. Thank you, Roman Codes, for Prime, for 3 months of Twitch Prime subscription, and welcome to our GitLab Club. And Wayne955, thank you for 13 months of Twitch Prime subscription. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Welcome to our epic GitLab Club. What's up, Fonchi? What's up? What's up? So yeah, that's really fellow simps. Yes, stop simping, Zozing. All right. So where's the access token? Okay, this is gonna be snitch at streamer. And what is the stuff I need to do here? Read repository. Grant complete read write access to API include all groups projects container registry. I wish that just having API is going to be enough. Snitch at streamer, yeah. Like I don't know what kind of things I need there, but okay. Alright, I created a personal token. So now I'm gonna go and create a configuration. What is this song called? It doesn't have any name. I just improvised it. Well, not really improvised it. Well, I discovered it during improvisation, and then I just tried to play it as good as possible. So that's pretty much it. But it's not an existing song. Alright, so working with credentials on the stream is stressful as fuck. Oh my god. It is really stressful. Because something can be fucked up. Jiang, welcome. How are you doing? So yeah, I decided to stream today instead, I'm sorry. Okay, how can I do a snitch report now? Okay, so remote to GitLab doesn't work the way I want it to work, so I suppose I need to use HTTP. Checking these changes takes way too much time. I don't really like that. Oh, okay. So I need to go to GitLab. So I think I need to set URL differently. Git remote GitLab. I think set URL GitLab. Drop GitLab support. No, we can. Oh my god. I think it has to be HTTPS. Oh, you have to configure GitLab slightly differently. Because you can have several instances of GitLab, so it's not gonna... Yes, I see. It doesn't... And what it previously said as well? Doesn't match any of the hosts. It doesn't match any of the hosts. So we'll need to set it back. Right, and just put it like that. Remove set URL. So yeah, I forgot how to set up GitLab for snitch. GitLab. Yes, this is how you do that. I see it now. So you can have several instances here. So that means I'm gonna quickly go back to this mode. And in snitch, don't read in snitch, read me. Sorry, I'm so sorry. I don't read my own documentation. To be fair, it was like GitLab documentation was written not by me. To be fair, there's a lot of things in snitch that are written not by me. I only wrote GitHub support, but we do support GitLab, Gitty, and Bitbucket? I don't remember if we support Bitbucket, but yeah, a lot of stuff was already written not by me. Hello, Pinkwagrinra, welcome to the stream. Sand12, welcome. Braveheart Hair Poke. What does it mean? I don't recognize this reference, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I do not recognize it. Who supports Bitbucket? Hello, Fofsit, welcome to the stream. It's a movie. I never watched it, I'm sorry. I'm really uneducated on movies and stuff. Okay. Hello everyone who just joined, and I think we are ready to try to report this thing. Oh shit, it works. Okay, detected repo GitLab snitch lab, and I can do something like this. And please, yes, it's fucking working. So now it should be actually showing some issues. So if we take a look at the list of the issues, here they are. So essentially we have two different remotes on, actually three of them, but I think I can delete. Can you delete the remote source hot like that? You cannot, whatever. But you have several remotes, and depending on which remote you choose, it will switch to a different integration and use the API accordingly. If you're gonna use Origin, and Origin is GitHub, so it's gonna use GitHub API. If you're gonna select GitLab, right, so you can do remote GitLab, it will detect that it's a GitLab and it's gonna use GitLab API. So it's actually like polymorphic in that sense, right? Git remote remove. Okay, thank you. Git remote remove source hot. And we don't really have a support for source hot, but I created an issue for that recently. So git remote remove literally here. I didn't read the output, I'm sorry. But yeah, so that thing seems to be working. That thing seems to be working, and I think we're ready to merge that. I don't see any problems with that. So that took way too much time to properly check, unfortunately. God damn it, freeform. So let me close everything here. Let me close everything and allow for dynamic specification of which repo. So okay, so I think that what one is great. Looks good to me. Thumbs up. Thank you for your contribution. What? By the way, is snitch your most used tool? I don't know. I have no way to measure that. We can take a look at the traffic. But it has a lot of stars, that's for sure. Does it have the most stars? I don't think so. Insights. You need telemetry. No, I don't need it. Traffic. I don't know. I don't know how to know which is the most used tool. But Snitch sure does receive a lot of contributions, even though I do not actively develop it. You don't even do releases, I guess people just go get it. Yeah, exactly, so it's like, it's a continuous delivery. Right. Cheers, by the way. Alright, so that's pretty cool. So that we have that, but I just realized that, do we have like documentation for that? Origin. I mean, it's something that is useful for most devs, probably. I usually, like, I develop most of the things for myself, but it turns out to be useful for somebody else. I'm only happy to help out other people. So, I think we need to create an issue for that. Remote customization is not documented. Introduced by in the thing that we just merged. Introduced by the thing that we just merged. Specification of the git snitch. Okay. Thank you, Thompson. Wise man, maybe. I don't know, for some reason I like to wear long hair. Had a long hair for pretty much my entire life. Or does the title says code review? Yes, it does says code review. I'm doing it again on the stream. Hello, Sundertube Worm, welcome to the streamus. How are you doing? Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Keg. And I think this one is done. Yeah, I'm reviewing pull requests, but I'm not looking at other people's repos or anything like that, because that's not what I do here. Okay, so the next one is Suwon. For those who doesn't know, Suwon is just a timer that I use at the beginning of my streams. Usually it counts down like this. And apparently it's a pretty popular thing because people contribute issues to this project. Apparently it's like people like it. And what's cool about it, it's just a single executable, right? And it just can do things. Just push your repo as a pull request. Nice, nice idea. Explain the name. Well, it's just soon because it's a starting soon timer with W in between O's to imitate the uwu meme. Because ahaha, funny weeb joke. So yeah. All right. So and funny meme kek W. So Kolumbetka introduced an ability to to do full screen and reset the timer. This is something that I needed actually. This is something that I needed. He will be weeb soon. I've been trying to become a weeb for almost 10 years. It didn't work. I'm sorry. Like, I'm actively trying to become a weeb for like 10 years. It doesn't work. I don't understand it. Like, I just don't understand it. But I can pretend to be a weeb. So, yeah. If that's what entertains people. Snitch has a GitLab thingy. Yes, it does integrate with GitLab. It does integrate with Gitty. So, you haven't watched enough cute anime. I tried to watch cute anime. It just doesn't look cute to me. So, by the way, as far as I know, Femboy Git, right? Git for femboys? Is that what it is? I forgot how. Why can't I find it? I remember it was mint something. Oh yeah, I found it finally. There we go. So, if you have an account there, right, on this website, so Snitch is gonna work there because it uses Gitty. So yeah, Snitch theoretically should work with Fem Mint LGBT, yes, theoretically, but I never tried it. But since they're using Git, it should. So, have you watched Howl's Moving Castle? I think I did, but is it really anime? Is anything that Miyazaki makes as anime? Because I don't really like view it as an anime. It's more like closer to like Disney stuff to me than anime. I don't know. You made an account though? Yes, I made an account. I actually tried to make an account in different platforms just in case GitLab dies and I'll have to move to like somewhere. Can we join your private leaderboard for Advent of Code? I don't have a private leaderboard for Advent of Code, I'm sorry. And why do we even have to have that? Had a bunch of weeb friends, watched a bunch of anime with them and never got into it. It's same. I think it's just not for everybody. Sojin is a fanboy. No, I don't think so. But maybe I am, since I have like a account there. Maybe I'm officially am. I don't know. So, what test is that going? The hair fits. Oh, okay. Well, yes then. You can't register there if you're not. Oh, so basically, if you're not, it will just not allow you to register. I see. Okay. That makes sense. That explains everything. Okay. So let's actually test this. Sojin soon. Venokov allow you to set up a private board and share it. Cool. To be fair, I don't really care about it that much. Femboy check. No. I don't think I'm pretty enough to be a fanboy. So, let's create. Let's fetch everything here. Search to register without agreeing to terms and conditions for being a femboy. Yeah, guess. Wait, this is not how we fetch everything, by the way. So I need to do all. Right, so now we have all. Did it fetch it? I think it did. So now let's take a look. So I'm gonna create a separate branch. What's your favorite food streamer? Chicken, I think. Chicken meat is my favorite food so far. So any chicken dish, actually, like, just I really like them. KFC. I haven't had KFC for quite some time, actually. Yeah. Nice raw chicken with feathers. Yes, that's what I like. So let's actually do everything. Does KGB own KFC? In Russia? Yes, of course. Okay, so I'm not in the right thing. I love KFC. Yeah, KFC is actually good. I think KFC, specifically in Novosibirsk, is the most popular fast food chain. And we have a lot of different things like McDonald's, Burger King, something local, something like a lot of shit. And KFC is the most popular here, specifically in Novosibirsk for some reason. Hacked in KFC, now downloading all the chicken. Nice. Zozin, what is it called? Suvun. Okay. SCP. Okay. So now I can do Suvun this, and it's counting down. So if I press F5, it should now reset the timer. Okay, that's actually super cool. So we can just now reset the timer. And F11, right. So where's the F11? God damn it, I didn't know how to press F11 on my keyboard. Okay. Well, I mean, it's doing this weird thing because of my X11 settings, so that's okay. But it toggles everything. So let me take a look at the source code. Colonel Sun is more like comrades. So okay. Oh, I never actually looked into the man page. We apparently have a man page for the Suvun. Who would have thought? Docs Suvun. There we go. So we have a man page. What the fuck? Thank you so much, Hertz and Plots, for making a man page. It looks so cool. Wouldn't man Suvun work? No, because you have to install that man page to like a appropriate place. Oh shit, it's even like author. Oh my god, it's so good. Oh, it was done at... I really like how it's literally my birthday. So this man page was my birthday gift. So yeah. Nice. That's cool. Alright, so everything looks okay. So I think I'm ready to merge that. I'm really ready to merge that. It's really unusual for me, like I moved the lighting and it doesn't actually shine into my left eye all the time, and it feels unusual. I cannot sort of concentrate. Here's the thing, it was shining to my left eye for so long, and it was so distracting, but then I got used to it being distracting. So once I moved it, I get distracted by not being distracted by the light shining into my left eye. Does it make sense? Probably not. New hairstyle. I literally did nothing with my hair, except I cannot find my hairband. So yeah. Stockholm Syndrome for light. I did nothing to my hair, so yeah. You have fabulous hair. Thank you so much. I was hiding it for so long, but now the time has come to accept my hair. How can I see BTTV emotes for this channel? Well, you need to install BTTV. I mean, I think PTTV is down. I love. Are you're debating me? You're debating me. Sonny has his Unix beard and yeah, exactly, because I cannot grow a beard because it just doesn't grow. Whatever grows on my face is just like it's nothing but beard. So yeah. Okay. Freefu is trying to debate me into sending this emote. No, I'm not gonna fall for that. So cool. Looks good to me. Thank you for your contribution. There we go. I'm an experienced streamer, okay? I can recognize debate when I see one. Sure. Alright. Okay, so we're done with soon. The next one is gonna be what? The next one is gonna be RCUI, which is the TUI framework in Rust. Right, so let's take a look at it. I'm gonna go to here, RCUI. And let's take a look at the status. And I'm gonna check out the master. Okay. And yeah, git fetch origin. SMH. I won, Zulu. Alright, so, and if I try to rebuild everything, look chat, I'm using Cargo. SMH my head. Shaking my SMH my head. Okay. Cargo run. Yes. It's a very funny joke. Okay. So, how are you today? I'm doing fine. Thank you, John Poon Thong. Welcome to the stream, by the way. Welcome. Okay, so this UI framework enables you with doing the following things. You can run example 01 grid, so you can basically draw grids like that, right? That have different proportions and stuff like that. So then you can also have like two lists that you can navigate separately, right? You can navigate them separately. And you can switch the focus, you can scroll with them. So this is basically the examples of how to use this framework, right? So it's not really finished yet, but serious question, why do all certain character avatars most have short hair? Because I'm not, I don't know. Because hairband. Yeah, that's a good explanation. Yes, that's a good explanation. Future proven once he finishes molding. Yes, that's the actual reason. It's the actual reason. Okay, so the pull request is submitted there. New one has long hair behind the neck. Well, yeah. Why? Okay, whatever. So here's the thing. We're using set locale, right? Do I pronounce it correctly? I think I do. But we use it. I suppose we use the one that comes with within curses, but apparently on the PD curses on Windows, it is not supported. So let's actually fetch this stuff and see if it works. Unsafe. Well, I mean, you have to call the C version, and everything in C is very unsafe, and there is nothing we can do about that except wrap in unsafe block. But it is what it is, and it isn't what it isn't. The whole in curses, by the way, is just the huge unsafe. The fact that we're using a C library in a Rust project is already super unsafe. But I don't know. Kekega. Kekega. Do I have the remote of the person who submitted the pull request? Yes, I do. So let's actually fetch everything. Okay, cool. Nice question. Thank you so much for asking that. I do understand your question. So yeah, the answer is yes. No. But we don't speak Russian on this channel because majority of people here speak English. Yeah, that's the whole reason. So I would really appreciate if you would speak English as well, because it's just more work for me to translate from Russian, English, and stuff like that. So it's just, you know, easier for everyone if everyone speaks English. Okay, so can I? Yeah, there we go. Set locale. Okay, so let's just try to build everything. And oh, it's even Ukrainian. Nice. All right, let's just try to run some of the examples. We need a command for the bot to count the times someone asks if he's Russian or tries to speak Russian to Mr. Streamer. Yeah, that would be nice, and it would be also pretty good to have a command that explains why I don't speak Russian on this channel, because I have to explain that over and over again. Yeah, because sometimes people get upset if I don't explain why I don't speak Russian, so I just don't want to upset people. Okay, everything seems to be working. I wonder what makes people think you're Russian. Probably the camera background. Yeah, that's exactly what makes them think I'm Russian. Not the accent, not anything else. Nice one. Okay, this looks okay. Oh, wait. Don't get me wrong, but why Rust? Because it's a framework in Rust, and you cannot write a framework in Rust in other language except Rust. It's in the name of the framework. Speak Rusglish. Okay, no, I'm not going to do that. Oh, really? Yes. Well, I believe that Xiujian can do that, actually. Okay, I have my hair in my mouth. So, his accent is really understated. Very fine and nice. Thank you. I was trying to check something. I was trying to check the edit field. This is Emacs, yes, but I actually use both Emacs and Vim. Okay, so Unicode seems to be working fine. It's nice being Russian, right? So because you always have a Russian keyboard to test things out related to Unicode. Okay. It's actually lib. Oh shit! It even has a highlighting. Nice. It supports Control N, Control P. It doesn't support Alt F, which is kind of sad. I think, but it also supports like actual Emacs navigation. I think I can work with that. What do you think about Go? It's a pretty cool game, but I'm personally not that good at it. So I tried to play it a couple of times, but it's just I don't think it's my game. So all right, this looks good. Looks good to me. Thank you for your contribution. This is not how we spell it. Contribution. Oh yeah, that's funny. Like, Destroy Computer is really good at Go, and he works as a Rust developer. Huh? How both? To be fair, like, people shouldn't compare Go and Rust anyway, so... what do you think about checkers? I like the checker pattern. I think it's cool. Okay, let's just merge that. Pepe hands. Yes. Okay, so we're done with that. The next one is re-export NPD curses as RCUI curses. Okay, so where's my Hwota? Otherwise, application using RCUI will have no unnecessary bother with condition. That's actually true, because right now, to use RCOI, you still need to use incurses because it doesn't provide like a full abstraction over incurses. You still have to like use some of the incurses stuff, fortunately or unfortunately, it depends on how you look at it. So that will force you to add 2 dependencies to your toml, right? But if we re-export whatever we import from incurses and pdcurses, you won't have to do that because they will become the part of the package itself. I think it's a good idea. So yeah, I like that. So let's actually merge that. It's good to me. Thank you for your contribution. And I'm not sure if I want to make a complete abstraction of incurses right now, but we'll see how it goes. Make a bot that automatically replies to the GIF pull requests. Not sure what you mean, but okay. But okay. All right, so this one is done. Okay, use build system. What the fuck is this shit? Oh, I think I remember. Yeah. Travis actually talked about it. Thank you for spelling my name correctly. I really appreciate that. Okay, I don't expect you to accept this PR as you indicated on stream you wouldn't want to introduce a dependency on... Yeah, that's exactly what I said. Because of this, I haven't updated the README with instructions for installing Zik. I wanted to see show would look like with Zik. He's not Russian, forgive him. I'll think about that. Oh shit. That's a lot of stuff. Is it really worth it? So we don't have any improvement. The build system became complicated. And we also have additional build dependencies that we didn't have before. But nothing has been added to the project whatsoever. So... So yeah, that's cool. And it also conflicts with stuff. That's cool, but I don't wanna add. But as you mentioned, I don't wanna add another dependency to the build system. Sorry. Okay. Cool. That's cool, but we spelled my name wrong. Yeah. But I mean, I kind of got used to this spelling of the name because I've been working with Americans a lot, and over email they always misspell my name like that, so I kind of got used to that. So, yeah. So, okay, I think we actually... What do you work on outside of your personal projects? Oh no. Poor guy got rejected, but I mean, Travis knew what he's signing up for, right? Because I already said that I don't want to add another dependency, but he still submitted a pull request, and yeah, that's cool, but I don't see any improvement, so I'm sorry. So, and I already warned you beforehand, so you knew what you're signing up for. Warned you. So it's not my fault. Okay, looks good to me. Looks good to me. And so we are done with the code review. So maybe the next step is going to be looking at the advent of code. But before we're going to look into advent of code, I think I want to make a cup of tea. I really want to make a cup of tea. So let's quickly do that. Let's quickly do the cup of tea. So I'm going to just brew some, yeah. Just a second. So I need to dispose the tea leaves. They don't want to get disposed. So today we're drinking Earl Grey. That's what we're doing. Drinking Earl Grey. Are you still using Rust, or will you use a different language for each day of the advent of code? I have no idea. Do you guys have any suggestions on what language to use this time? What should we use this time? Zig. Nah. I'm not gonna use Zig. Too many people pushing me to try Zig, which makes me not want to use Zig. So we're not using Zig. Coquelin. Well, sounds interesting. A camel would be interesting. A camel is too scary. So here's the thing about Haskell. Haskell is scary, but at least it's has a hype around it. So even though people don't understand Haskell, they will still would likely to watch because there's a mystery around that language. There's a hype. So if you know how to program in that language, you are a cool developer. But a camel is like Haskell, but without that hype. It's just not understandable and not overhyped. So people literally have no reason to watch a camel. In case of Haskell, they would at least watch for the hype of Haskell, but around OCaml there's just no hype, and it's as understandable as Haskell. So there's literally no reason for them to watch that shit. But I personally like OCaml, actually. I personally like it. So I don't know. Me, and I assume other people watching Sodium doing Haskell. I don't know what you're trying to tell me, but okay. So I think I need to actually brew up some... turn on the kettle. So that's what I need to do. I need to turn on the kettle. Unsolicited emails urging him to try Zig. Sad parkour noises. Alright, so I'm gonna, turn on my kettle real quick, and I'm gonna go back. Come back, not go back. Jesus Christ. English. Oh, I'm fucking coming. I came. How everyone is doing? Welcome back. I should use flax? I'll think about it. I'll think about flax. Flexing with flax. So advent of code, right? So let's read advent of code. 2020. Okay, so we're gonna look at the second one. Have you tried Julia? No, I've never tried Julia. And I don't really have any reason to try Julia. Julia looks like a purely for scientists, and it's like built by scientists for scientists, so I don't think it's the language for me. But I don't know, we'll see. So I'm gonna look at the second problem, and I'm not gonna look at the third one because I would assume that majority of people already solved the second one and currently solving the third one, so they probably don't want to have any spoilers or anything like that. And it's not like I'm some sort of a god cooder that can easily spoil problems. I'm actually quite dumb. So let's see how it goes. What the fuck is this question free for? Stop. Okay, day 2. Password philosophy. Your flight departs in a few days from the coastal airport. The easiest way down to the coast from here is via toboggan. What the fuck is... Thank you for providing Wikipedia page, please. Is a simple slang tradition used by children. Ah! What? Oh. Okay. The shopkeeper at the North Pole Tobo... I don't even know if it's pronounced correctly. Is having a bad day. Something's wrong with our computers. We can't log in. You ask if you can take a look. Right. So... Their password database seems to be a little corrupted. Some of the passwords wouldn't have been allowed by the official toboggan corporate policy that was in effect when they were chosen. To try to debug the problem, they have created a list, your puzzle input of passwords according to the corrupted database and the corporate policy when the password was set. For example, suppose you have the following list, 13A, Each line gives the password policy and then the password. The password policy indicates the lowest and highest number of times a given letter must appear for the password to be valid. For example, 13 means that the password must contain A at least one time and at most 3 times. In the above example, 2 passwords are valid. The middle password, this one is not. Right. It contains no instances of B, but needs at least 1. For some reason I was reading as L. The first and the third password are valid. They contain 1A and C, both within the limits of their respective policies. How many passwords are valid according to their policies? Alright, seems pretty straightforward, isn't it? You just build a histogram of the passwords and you just check. Or since... yeah, I should update the title, thank you so much. Advent of Code. Advent of Code. And what language should we use? Should we use, it's only day 2. Yeah, and I can understand that. It's probably like then day 25 is like ICPC finals or something. Go. HTML, Haskell. I kind of want to use Haskell, not gonna lie. So let's maybe use Haskell. How about that? Rust. We already use Rust, to be fair. So I maintain the repo where I upload all of my solutions. It's gonna get this one, so you can check it out here. Clojure, you have to wait for too long to, you know, for Liningen or Liningen to bootstrap itself. It's kind of painful, at least for me. But by the way, I think my kettle's already done. Just a second. What's up, Cozy White Bear? Welcome. Are you kidding? Hello. Hello. So, can anybody tell me why a single star and 3 watches? Why people who watch didn't want to start this repo? Yeah, we're not gonna give you a star. We're just gonna look. We're just gonna watch you very close. You're gonna solve the problems. No. Okay, Zozin. What is it? Advent of Code 2020. So let's create. Maybe I need to fetch the latest changes because I cleaned up some of the stuff beforehand. So let's fetch origin. Git merge origin master. That's right. So the second day. Second day is gonna be what? Haskell or Camel or whatever. Let's use Haskell, I suppose. GHCI main.hs and C. Maybe at some point we're gonna use C. Why not? By the way, hello set 6969. Why do you fetch and merge manually versus pool? Reflexes. literally reflexes. I think I need to actually touch main.hs. I know that it's dumb, but it is what it is. When you already develop the reflexes, it's kind of difficult to get rid of them and replace them with something else. So you just kind of like embrace them. You just simply embrace them. Okay, so I'm just thinking what I need to do. I need to set editor Vim. So we're gonna use Vim this time, and let's take a look at it. So this one is gonna be module main, where, and this is gonna be just an input like this. Cool. Cool. I did it in a really three-head way. Do I understand correctly that the policy is applied only to this current password? None of the previous policy apply. Right. So that would make sense. The middle password is correct. The first and third are valid. Okay, so yeah, only on that line. Sure. So I think we need a way to split. Not to split, but parse all of this stuff. I think that's quite important to be able to parse all of this stuff. So let's introduce some sort of a structure. So it's a row. Some sort of a row. Row is going to contain, I suppose, a character, like a single character. So it's a part of a policy. Look at the input. I looked at it. Do I need to do anything else? Thank you. Thank you so much. All right. So what else should I do? What else should I do? Okay. So the next one is going to be a range, and it's going to be just a pair of int. So like how many times this thing occurs, and the password itself, and it's going to be just a string. So probably this is sort of redundant, but I just want to do it like that. And the next thing is going to be a row from string. It will accept a string and it will parse it and return you a row. Simple as that. Solve it. Oh, okay. Thank you. So first thing you have to do, you have to read the description, then look at the input, and then solve it. Okay, I couldn't figure it out myself. Thank you so much. That's actually super cool. I really appreciate you. I really appreciate you. I just got a heart attack or something. I'm thinking, actually, is there like an easy way to parse all that shit? So let's take a single input, right? A single input, and put it here. Just look at the input and solve it. Ah, that makes sense. So, is there an easy way? Can you use parsec? Are you serious? Do you realize that using parsec in this particular situation is just like using Electron for an application with a single button that farts when you click on it? Or is that okay in 2020? Like, really? I'm too old for this shit. I think I'm too old for this industry. I think it's, yeah, everything's okay. Sure. I guess it's okay. Do you guys want to like a little bit of a TSMR? Are you ready for a little bit of TSMR? Actually, God damn it. Oh shit! It worked! God damn, thank you, NSBRN for Twitch Prime subscription, your first subscription by the way, and welcome to our epic TSMR club. That's right. So you see, that's exactly the reason why I'm doing it. It works. People are starting throwing money at you when you do this kind of shit. Thank you so much. How do I split this, by the way? Does anybody know? Because essentially what I need to do, I need to split by this. So in Google, it would be way easier in something like OCaml, because OCaml in the standard library has like a split by string or something, but I don't think Haskell has anything like that. So, but we can try to look for it, like split. Yeah, that's kind of sad. That is kind of sad. Because you can just split by colon, then left part split by space, and the left part splits by dash. And that's gonna be just work for you. Split on. And it's a third-party dependencies. Congratulations! We need to use Cabal, right? Is that what you're trying to tell me, right? That's what you're trying to tell me. I don't want to use third-party dependencies. Come on, bruh. Data list split. Okay, that actually sounds interesting. Alright, didn't know about that. Data list split. Can we use, can we not? It's another third-party dependency. Classical Haskeller. Classical Haskeller suggests me third-party dependencies. No. I'm joking, by the way. Let's actually implement our own split. What do you guys think? How about we implement our own split? Group by. Nah, group by is not the same. Make your own split. Yeah, this is exactly what I want to do. Because why not? Split on, and we're gonna accept the element, the list, and the result is gonna be actually list of these things. Right, so that's what we want. Scanf, yes. Haskell is secretly JavaScript. Why? I think that some people have a talent for coding, or anyone can learn equally if he puts in the work. Anyone can learn anything if they put enough work. It's just for different people it will be different amount of work. So, but yeah. Because different people have naturally different abilities, but I don't think it's impossible for a human to learn anything if you really want to. It's just you. Depending on your abilities, it's gonna take like a different amount of times. For me, for example, I do think my brain is not accustomed for programming, and I think for me to learn programming took way too much effort than my other peers. So, but I did it anyway. So here's this thing. And we have an input. So we're gonna call it D because it's a delimiter, and I think I'm gonna do the following way. So we're gonna do take while, right? So essentially you have something like A, B, C, D, and you can do the following thing. You can span while not equal to the character, right? And that basically chops off this small thing here. Yeah, so that means we can do what if a span? Yes. Have you used span before? So span while not equal delimiter as right, and it gives you the element x and the rest of the input. So it's going to be s this. Well, what's interesting is that you can have, I was doing take while, drop while. Well, yeah, essentially span is a combination of take while and drop while. So yeah, I wonder if span actually is implemented with take while and drop while. All right, and here's the interesting thing. You can also have a situation. We could have basically matched it like this. We could have matched it like this. And yeah, you can not because we don't know it upfront, but we need to handle different cases here. But do we? Do we need to handle these cases here? I'm not quite sure. Let me see. So then we can try to match. So this is S prime prime. We can implement something like S prime prime by matching it like this. Oh, by the way, in Haskell it's actually not match, it's case of. I think that's how it works. And you can have two situations, right? You can have two situations. Anyone wants to solve advent of code in SQL? You probably want to do that, that's for sure. You look like the person who would do that. All right, so, and this is going to be... What's funny is that we know for sure that that element is equal x, so it's either nothing. It's either nothing. In that case, we want to have nothing. But in case of something like this, right? Something like this, we want to just return that. Is there anything like tail, but that doesn't crash on empty lists? Is there something like tail that doesn't crash on empty lists? For example, if you have something like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? And what if you have empty list? It does crash on that thing. That means maybe if we have something like this, so it's going to be definitely tail, but I still need to handle this kind of situation, unfortunately. Fortunately, still have to handle that situation somehow. I just want to, I can hack it together, but I want to do that in a like a pretty way. So it's just like elegant way, I would even say. Exceptions, yeah, exceptions. Imagine that. So there is a tail safe, but it's a third-party dependency. It's a third-party dependency, but can we just implement it ourselves? Can we implement it ourselves? Maybe. So if we have like something like tail prime that accepts a, right, a, and essentially if it's something like this, right, if it's something like this, is going to be this, and tail prime, if it's empty, it's going to be just empty, right? So the tail that doesn't care, then we could have done something like this, right? We could have done something like this, where I would do x split on d tail prime s prime. And another interesting thing, we also need a special case. If this thing is empty, we're going to just return an empty list here. So yeah, does it make sense? Does it make sense? So let's see if it works. It doesn't. So this thing has to be comparable. So this thing has to implement at least equality interface. Otherwise, you cannot do that. And yeah, that's pretty cool. So split on this AAA, BBB, CCC, BBB. And there we go! Isn't that goddamn flipping epic? And you can even support for this kind of thing. That was easy. That was easy. You just need the right abstractions, right? You just need the right functions and right abstractions. And you don't need any third-party dependencies because you can implement them yourself. This project doesn't even need Cabal. Think about it. No Cabal required. That's how easy it is. Only GHC installation. Well, I mean, GHC comes with Cabal anyway, but whatever. So yeah, that's not the main selling point. And it's not like I care. Alright, so speaking of the input, make file with Haskell. Sure, I mean, make file. Main.hs and GHC make main.hs. Easy, clap. Fucking easy, mate. Anyway, GHC main.hs. This is not what I want, but it worked. Okay. Set editor. Maybe I should set editor in my GHC configuration. Can I do that? GHCI. Yeah, set editor vim. So I don't have to set it all of them. Okay, cool. So again, we need to take a look at some of this stuff. We need this input, and let's try to parse it appropriately. So this is the input, and then I split on column. Right, there we go. Pretty straightforward. Then I can take the head of it, right, and then the head of this thing can be split on space, right. Then again, head of it, and the head of it can be split on dash. And this is how I, parse everything accordingly. So with this split on function, it becomes super easy, isn't it? I think it is. It would be even cooler if, for example, split on even supported like sequence of these things. Like, for example, I could split this entire thing not by colon, but actually string colon space. But I think implementing that would have been a huge pain in the ass. I'm pretty sure about that. So we'll have to live with whatever we have. Alright, so let's go back into the implementation. And I'm gonna simply take the input here and copy paste it here just to have a reference. So in here is this thing, split on split on colon, split on colon s, and that will give us policy password, right? Policy password. Afterwards, we can split the policy into range and character by doing split on space for policy. And then we can have something like low and high by splitting on dash for the range. There we go. And that gives us everything we want to have in our lives, hopefully. So afterwards, I'm going to do a row. So the character, a single character, right? So this is a single character, which probably means that it would be easier to do it like that. So this is going to be a character. For the password, we can do something like this. Yeah. Look at that. I think this is genius. So that means a range is going to be a read low, a read high, and the password is going to be just password. So you don't even need a tail. You can just pattern match it. You can simply pattern match this entire thing. So this is not on, this is simply on. Does it make sense? Does it make sense? Alright, so let's see if it compiles. It does compile. A row from string. And let's just put this thing here. No instance to show row. Okay, fair enough. Deriving show. Row from string. And would you look at that? So we managed to parse this thing quite easily. And what's cool is our pattern matches are not exhaustive, which means if the input is incorrect, it will crash, which is pretty much exactly what we want anyway. So let's actually put it something like this: test. Let's call it sample, because maybe we're gonna use it quite often. Sample is gonna be a string. So maybe I should put like a Haskell into title. So I'm not sure if it's gonna help, but yeah, maybe. So this is a sample. And what we need to do, we need to check whether it's correct or not, right? So is correct. So it accepts the row and returns your boolean. Just checks whether it's correct or not. Super straightforward. Row. And so in a row, I can actually pattern match this entire thing. You can pattern match things like that. So the first is what? It's a character, so it's going to be C, then low, high, and the password. Right, you can do it like that. So yeah, even though it's a record can be treated as a tuple, as the algebraic data type anyway. Right, it can be treated as the algebraic data type anyway. So yeah, You see on Haskell now I'm motivated. Yeah. Yeah, actually, like the syntax of Haskell is pretty ergonomic, right? So it allows you to do these kind of things. And another thing, let's actually calculate how many of these characters we even have there. So it's going to be something like where n equal filter everything that is not equal, that is equal to c, right? And then take a length of it. This is how we can count specific characters here, right? You just filter everything that is not filter out everything that is not that character, and you just compute how many of these things you got, and then you just do the following thing: low less or equal n, and n less or equal high. That's it. Easy. So yeah. That's it, pretty much. But this is only the first part, if I understand correctly, so the second part will be a little bit more difficult. We'll see how it goes. And what we have to return, how many passwords are valid according to their policies. Alright, so let's write a simple program that does what we need. So we're going to do interact. So first thing we do, we split everything by lines. Then we parse all of the rows, like this. Then we I suppose filter only that is correct, right? And then we count how many correct things we've got, and then we print them. So that should be it. That should be the whole thing. Essentially. And let's see if it compiles. It does compile, and we can try to produce an executable. Okay. So let's create an input txt. So, and now if I do something like main input, it says 2. Right, well, I mean, it's like it doesn't print anything. Maybe it should do println, if you think about it. It would be nice to have a println. God damn it. But with interact, println is not really gonna fly well. The cool thing here is that you can get the whole input as a single string. How can you get the whole standard input in Haskell as the string? Is there any way to do that? I just don't remember off the top of my head. Get content. Wait, I think I found something. Interact. Oh, I just used interact, people. It doesn't work. I need to print like a new line. Come on. Well, technically, okay. Well, I just need like a new line. Apparently nobody pays attention to what I'm doing. Alright. So what I need to do here is just append a string with a new line. This is one of the things I can do. And that, okay, that in fact works. Read file, but it accepts... I want standard input, that's the thing. But then... Well, I already solved it, so you're too slow. You all are too slow. Okay, mine's you're too slow. Okay, now it works. You all are too slow. I already solved the problem. Okay. So let me remove input, and I'm gonna do the pro gamer move. It's gonna be something like this, and I'm gonna just copy paste everything that will gonna be in the input. I get your puzzle input. All right. So, and I'm gonna actually literally just copy paste it here, save it, and then we're gonna do something like this. 607. Submit, and yes, that was easy. Cool. How about that? Who's Ed? It's me. Alright, part 2. While it appears you validated the passwords correctly, they don't seem to be what the official toboggan corporate authentication system expected. The shopkeeper suddenly realizes that he just accidentally explained the password policy rules from his old job at the this feels like a regular job, like a regular software developer experience, because yeah, you implement one thing and then the client realizes, oh no, it was not other thing, I'm sorry, like, but you already wasted time and money and stuff like that. So it's fucking classic. So if you're a student, this is basically the bullshit that you'll have to deal with in like a day-to-day job. So I would say Advent of Code prepares you really well for software industry. Anyway, Sun realizes that he just accidentally explained the password policy rules from his old job at the Sled retail place down the street. The official Toboggan corporate policy actually works a little differently. What's up, Doc of Doom? Welcome to the stream. Each policy actually describes two positions in the password, where L means the first character and 2 means the second character, and so on. Be careful, Toboggan corporate policy have no concept of index 0. Exactly one of these positions must contain the given letter. Other occurrences of the letter are irrelevant for the purpose of policy enforcement. Alright, that's cool. Wait a second. Position. Okay, so the second can so be one of these positions must contain the given. Okay, I understand. Duck of Doom, subscribe to tier 1. Thank you so much for tier 1 subscription for 26 months. Would you look at that? And welcome back to our epic password cracking club. Hello, God Killer David, welcome. Alright, so as you can see, long hair is working. People are throwing money at me. Just realized we're not doing code review anymore. Yes, we already switched to the next phase of the stream, and we're solving Advent of Code. Alright, so let's actually try to update it. So let me try the following thing. So I think I'm gonna actually straight up rename isCorrect to isCorrect version 1, like this. Right, and we're gonna have isCorrect version 2. Right, so it's gonna be the same code. Could you remind the name of the context where you had to solve problems with the minimum amount of symbols? Yeah, it's called code golfing. Code golf. That's what it is. Yep. There we go. Yeah, isCorrect. So they don't have a concept of 0. Alright, so as far as I know, well, we can also pattern match this entire thing as well. It's gonna be row C, low, high password, and we're gonna implement that. So, excuse me, the constructor row have 3 arguments. Yeah, I forgot that pesky comma. Pesky comma. There we go. Yo, what's up, Ford? Welcome to the streamers. Yeah, exactly. We're doing Haskell. Do you still like Haskell? Haskell is actually perfect for these like small problems Advent of Code throws at you. I really like it here. And we even had to implement some of our own utilities because I just decided to restrain myself from using the third-party dependencies again. I'm on a no dependency diet right now. So, what we need to do? Yeah, I wanted to demonstrate that in Haskell we have a special thing that lets you select an element of the list like so. There is like a special operator. So you can select the zeros one, the first one, second one, and so on and so forth. It's just like a special operator that lets you do that. Like it's accept a list, index, and returns an element. I'm on a no dependency diet. That's a pretty rich diet, I would say. God damn. With dependencies, it would be too easy. I wouldn't say so, because implementing the split on is just not that hard. At least it was not really hard for me. So, but essentially, what we'll have to do here, we'll have to take the index and add, subtract 1 actually, right? Because 1 is 0. Yeah, so that's what we'll have to do. So, and let's do the following thing. So this is going to be A, and we take a password at low -1, and then we're going to have B at high -1. Cool. And only one of them has to be equal to C. But so that means we can use something like SOAR. But do we even have SOAR in Haskell? Can you do something like this, like false, false, false? No, you cannot. But can you do something like this? Yeah. Okay, so this is actually completely different. Okay, Haskell. Oh yeah, it's not. Yeah, I forgot about it. I keep forgetting about it, that you can just do not equals. Thank you so much. So essentially, you can do A equals C. This is one of the reasons why C doesn't have a logical XOR as well, because it's not equals. Yeah. Thank you so much, guys. This is something that I cannot internalize for some reason for quite some time. It's just something. It doesn't really fly with me. Alright, so let's see, and it does work. It does work. Yeah. Okay, let's actually do this. Let's quit and rebuild everything. Let's rebuild everything. And what's gonna be the next thing? I want to rename input.txt to input.txt to input1.txt, so this is the first one. Then I want to create something like a sample.txt. Right, so it's going to be a sample.txt where I'm going to put this sample. Before I can put sample there, I need to go into the insert mode, just put it there, save and quit. So then I'm going to have the sample. So yeah, pro ed skills. Can your Vim do that, by the way? Haha. Wrong and correct version is still used. Ah, god damn it, thank you so much, by the way. Yeah, so version 1. So, this is gonna be... Yes, here. Hello, Profiper69, welcome to the stream. How are you fucking doing, mate? So there's only one that is correct, and I think that's the point, essentially. Yeah, only the first one. Okay, so let's do ed input to txt, and let's prepare. And I'm gonna get my puzzle input. I'm gonna copy paste this entire thing here, save, quit, and main input to txt is 3, 2, 1. Who would have thought? Is it gonna be 3, 2, 1? Is it correct? Oh shit, yes it is. We did it. Input. Oh, god damn it. For some reason I don't. Alright. Easy. That was actually pretty cool. Especially in Haskell. I really enjoyed it doing it in Haskell. So let me remove all this stuff here. So, so I think I want to git ignore all of this garbage. Things like main hi. Maybe for this one it's going to be just hi and o. I think that's the only thing we have here. Today I learned about span Haskell. Well, yeah, you're welcome. Span is extremely useful, especially if you need a combination of take while and drop while, because that's literally what it is, I think. If I'm not mistaken. So we can even take a look at the implementation of span. Oh boy, it takes so much time to load it up. I don't know what it's waiting for. It's just loading the whole page of Prelude. Okay, I'm not gonna wait for it. I think it is because the second item of span includes the char itself. Item of span. Yes, it is. Yeah, because take while will also do that essentially. Yeah. Anyway, so I also want to add a readme that quickly like explains what you need to have here. Maybe not. So let's go ahead and do that. Git commit, git status. Let's take a look at the git status. Git commit. Add the solution, and I'm gonna push that right into the repo. There we go. There we go. Do we have a command for AOC? Oh, we don't. Okay, so AOC 2020. So I'm gonna add a command AOC, just like that, and you can take a look at my solutions here. So I'm not solving the third one because it's probably being solved by a lot of people right now because that's the current problem. So we're gonna maybe try to solve the third one tomorrow, right? When majority of people probably already solved it and fourth one is already available. So yeah, I'm gonna be doing them on stream, but I'm gonna lag 1 day behind specifically so I don't spoil anything for anyone. You have an idea for tomorrow's stream? No. Get them. Thank you for asking, Evno. I think we can just like try yet another overhyped language. I don't know. We'll see. Every time I don't know what to do on the Friday stream, I just pick like a overhyped language and look at it. I think that's a safe strategy, right? Because people like that. You pushed your Makefile show off. Well, I mean, sure. Why not? I mean, it's useful. So we have a Makefile. You can just build it. Have you done any IO Yuri? I have no idea. It's like a sounds like a anime something. It's like Yuri. I heard about Yuri. That is also overhyped. I don't know. I think like doing too much overhyped stuff is not really healthy. Have you used Fatlang before? No, I have not used this one. What about, is there anything like Fitlang? I would definitely look at that. I wish I could stream a little bit more, but I'm already fucking like exhausted right now. Like, what the fuck is going on? And we're dead, I think. No, we're not dead. We're actually dropping the frames. We're dropping the frames. I don't know why. It's a day, yeah, it's a day off after all. So I think I'm gonna finish it here, boys and girls. Thanks everyone who's watching right now. I really appreciate that. Have a good one, and I see you tomorrow. Tomorrow we're gonna do a random one-off stream, so check it out here. Do you think about making a shop so we can buy stuff from Todin.org? I don't really have any plans for it right now, and if I'm gonna... Yeah, I'll think about it. Thank you, I'll think about it. So you can also check out Jesus fucking Christ. Anonymous user, what the fuck? Thank you. Thank you so much for gifting 10 tier 1 subs to the Zodian community, and everyone who got the sub. Kobaya Waka sent 12 The Pikanon, Nomad Hot House, Valentin Bolvar's Dad, Stitchin, Fit Nerd, Cryptic Dreams, Rebel Dare. Welcome to our epic Zozin Club. How about that? Thank you for such a generous gift. Thank you. So enjoy your to. All right. Also check out our VODs channel for previous recordings. We upload all of the stream recordings there. This stream is going to be there, but tomorrow, because we upload them on the next day. And also check out our Discord server for offline discussion with the community. So yeah, that's it for today. See you all guys tomorrow. Love you all. Mwah.